What's up, everybody? Guess what today's gonna be? Garage day. Yeah, do some work in the garage. I got a little bit of prep to do for Wainoa, got a little prep to do for GNCC, but first off, we're going to do a new product for you guys. Got some poly nets to try out. Huge thanks to Adam Walker for sending me these. He sent me these a while back. I've been super busy. I apologize to him for taking this long to put these on and testing them out, but they're going on today. We're going to test them out, replace these crappy, these don't last. I mean, have had these made and remade and strengthen up in areas, and they just, they separate over here. They usually break over here, and these already, I mean, these have 2 races on them. That's it, 2. And that's already separating, which isn't a huge issue, but I mean, it's, your foot can fall through here. Your boot's gonna fall through here. It's gonna get stuck, mess you up. So this one's same deal. That one's separated in 2 spots. So we're gonna take these off, throw these on, let you guys check them out. And he makes these for pretty much any setup. Heel guards only, Nerf bars, the whole deal. So I will have his contact information in the description of this video. You guys need a set of these, contact him directly, tell him that On One Wheel 7 sent you, and you guys can get hooked up. All right, Alright guys, so here we go. Step 1 is going to be get the old ones off. These should, I'm hoping, come off pretty easily. Like I said, they've only been on here for 2 races. So we'll take these off. I mean, these ones aren't too bad. They come right off. Normally, when they're real old and shot, I'll just take the old razor knife. I'll kind of cut them right here, and they'll come out a lot easier doing it that way. But I mean, that one came out pretty easy. Let's see how this goes. Take this one out. These ones are coming out pretty easy. That's good. Off the bottoms. Now we gotta get these out, so I'm gonna try. Usually you stick a screwdriver in here, you can pry them out, get them started, and then pull this out. I think I'm just gonna cut these because these ones are a lot harder. I can pry these out. It makes it a lot easier. Boom, like that. Bang. Like that. I'm going to do that to all of them. It's going to make it a lot easier. Cut them off. Alright. I just use a screwdriver in the back, stick it through the loop, it pulls it right out, pretty easily. See how much easier that is, like that. Boom. Because these top ones, this style, these nets get really tight in here, so sometimes these get hammered with a rock or something, so those close up. You may have to bend them. I just take a screwdriver and twist it. If those are closed in, and bend them back out. That'll make it easier to get the nets off and the new nets on. But this is actually going pretty smoothly for a change. Usually everything fights me, but this ain't bad. This one's pretty tight. Getting it, yep. Yeah, see that? There's still some dirt on here too, which isn't helping. Yeah, this one is a little bent. Bend this out. Yep, so that one was a little bent, so I just went like this. Just turn the screwdriver, bend them out a little bit. That'll make the process go much smoother. These are all good. Still a lot of dirt in these things. All right, so we got the new ones. Oh, let's give these a shot. I'll put these in. Basically, I'll stick them all through the tops first. Like that. There's that one. There's this one. This one. This one. There's that one. At the sides. That one. Oh, I missed one. It's got to go up more. Alright, so I got this one. Got this one. Stick these through there. And what I'll do is I'll kind of get them to where I like the slack before I finish them off. So that's probably pretty good like that. All right, so that's a matter of just slipping these things in, which may be these are a little stiffer than the normal net, so but that went pretty easily. Not bad at all. Actually, these go on fine. All right, so that's good. Do this one. So I'm sure, you know, once you get a ride on these, you know, they'll form and they'll stay down. I bet you if I leave this out in the sun after, these things will get into shape quickly. So I'm not worried about that. Man, these aren't even that bad to put in. He was telling me these are a pain to put on, but these are just as easy as the cloth ones there. These are fine. Not bad at all, guys. And I bet you, I can just feeling this stuff. This stuff is pretty thick and it feels very, very strong. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about anything tearing them. So. I'm going to put this out in the sun after and see if that helps just to form them. But like I said, once you get a ride on these, a ride or two, and your boots are on them for a couple hours, I think they'll be fine. Yeah, these aren't bad at all. Freaking great. I can actually tighten some of these up a little bit. I think you tighten this one up a little more. Last one. That's it, guys. That was pretty simple. Like I said, I'm gonna get the other one on, and I'm gonna let this thing sit in the sun for a little while, and I think that'll help it just form into the shape it's gonna end up staying in. But like I also said, I think once you get a ride on it and your boots here for a couple hours, I think they'll stay in the shape just fine. So let's do the other side now. All right, here we go. We're on the other side now. So we will remove the old ones first. And if you guys are wondering, I mean, if you've seen any of the build videos I've done, this is the new bike, the newest bike, newest quad, I should say. I know I always call it a bike. A lot of people do. Just I have it. These are the RJR heel guard and foot peg combo. Very solid setup. I like them a lot. The peg is friggin' awesome. So far, no issues. I mean, the only issue, and this is pretty much with every setup I've ran, is just these nets. I mean, they don't last. I don't care which ones you get. They don't last. You know, your boots grinding on these things all day. It's, you know, it's hard on it. So, but as far as these pegs go and heel guard combination, I love them. Hope to get a set soon for the other bike or the quad. But right now, I think on there, well, I have the stock pegs on there, and then I think I have the old, I think they're the old Wrath heel guards. They don't make them anymore. I got them a while back. Had a few sets of them, so I'm still have a set, and that's a good setup too. I've broken a couple here and there, but as far as like the stock pegs go, I've had good luck with those. I've never broke one of those. I've bent them, but I've never snapped one off. With these pegs, it does drop your foot position down a touch. I'm not exactly sure. We can probably check with this one. So that's where it's probably, I would say probably about an inch. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's probably about an inch. Try this way. So that's kind of like the stock height, and you can see his pegs down a little bit more, which so far has been fine for me. As far as comfort wise and riding wise, not an issue as far as the different foot peg position. But I think when you get into most aftermarket foot peg setups with nerfs, heel guards, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure all of them drop a little bit. So this is just doing the same thing pretty much. But loving these. I love the kick up on these, man. I mean, your boots are locked in. You don't have to worry about it slipping off. And great big heel guard. Like I said, these are great. Some of the other ones, like the Hauser ones, I'm sure you guys have seen those. Those come up probably to about here, and it's kind of like a triangle, and they don't mount on here. So you know, that's a potential for it to break. These are solid, mounting on the peg, mounting on your fender bracket, so they won't go anywhere, which is nice. So hopefully soon I'll get another set, and then like to also try out one of his bumpers hopefully soon. I run the Pro Armors now, which are nice, but you guys know Pro Armor really isn't making much for quads anymore these days, like a lot of companies, which stinks. So gotta support the guys who are supporting us. So probably by next year I will have all the RJR stuff on my quads, which will be pretty cool. And his bumpers are nice. I've seen them. You can put number plates on the front, which is kind of cool. So gives you another spot to add some graphics. And he makes grab bars, which are nice. They're like similar to what I have. It's a little drop down grab bar, which is nice. So it'll be cool to get some of those products in the future. I'll tell you, it's taking longer to get these old ones off than put the new ones on. Crazy. These things are definitely tough to cut. Probably could use a new blade too. Alright, boom. There's one. This one out. Another one. I can get this one off without cutting it. Tough to get them out. It's almost like you have to cut them. Boom. Definitely easier just cutting them. That's for sure. Come right out when you do that way. Bang. So these are all out. Oh, here we go. Put this one in. Like I said, at first I just run these through, try to get this thing set to where I like it, and then finish them off and turn them through this mount. Definitely got to get some of these for the other pegs because I'll have those for a little while longer, and I go through those. I mean, those ones don't last long at all. Over on the other ones, this always breaks on them, which is, I don't know. I mean, I race that quad literally one race with brand new nets, and one race and it's cut right there. So definitely got to get that one set up. All right, so I think I like that. That's pretty good. Go like just like that. That's how it's gonna go. So now we just turn these through like that. That's good. one. That's it. Pretty simple, guys. They went on no problems at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this quad out of here. It's pretty sunny out and hot. I'm gonna let this thing let these bake in the sun for a little bit and see if they'll loosen up and you know, just stay down, and we'll check back in a little bit. Alright guys, so we're gonna let this thing sit out in the sun for a little bit. I think I may actually put I want to put some weights on those, just so they will try to hopefully form into shape with some heat. We'll check back in a little bit, see how it goes. Alright guys, so we got the nets all completed. I had them in the sun for a little bit, put some weights on them. They moved a little bit. I think after a ride, probably one ride, they'll fall right into place. They'll be fine. They'll move down, they'll stay down there, it's fine. I'd just like to give Adam Walker another shout out. Thanks to him for sending me these. And like I said earlier, if you guys want to get a set of these, I will leave his information in the description. So please contact him if you guys are interested. He can make these for your heel guards only, or your complete Nerf bar setup. And as always, let him know that On One Wheel 7 sent you guys, alright? So as always, thanks for watching. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And give this video a like. Shoot me a comment if you got any questions. And see you on the next video, guys, alright?